wonderful place for a hideout.
Just men could hold this against an army.
Is there any other way out?
None I ever heard of.
Hi. Easy.
Hi, Roy.
How you fellas?
Oh, Roy.
Hi.
Hiya, Steve.
Hello, Roy. How'd you get out?
I'll tell you about it later. I want you to meet a friend of mine. His name is Canfield.
Howdy, Steve.
Find him a place to bunk.
Come on. Well, here you are, Canfield. All the comforts of home.
Any additional privileges?
Ain't that good enough?
Never mind, it'll do.
Look, I want you to do something. I want you to get word to the boss, tell him I'm out, tell him I'm up here waiting for him, see? All right.
Get away from that horse and get back to your lean-to.
What's the idea?
Get over there so I can watch you. Patton told me to keep an eye on you.
Oh, he did he?
Yes, he did he?
We'll see about that. Hey, Patton.
Yeah.
What's the idea of having me watched?
Watched?
Yeah. Steve just told me.
Maybe you're getting a mite too nosy, huh?
Look, Patton, I think I'd like to get out of this place.
Oh, ain't that just too bad? We like you so much, we just can't bear to see you go.
Don't you mean you won't let me go?
Oh, you're catching on. After all, Canfield, I've only known you a few hours. We can't let just anybody come and go up here just the way they please. Even I gotta watch my steps, so what's eating you? Yeah. Just what's on your chest, Canfield. Where is it you want to go?
I've got a friend in Tonto, remember? You ought to, because you owe him something, too. He happens to be the guy that got us out of jail.
All right. Now, take it easy. Take it easy. You got a bad arm. Why don't you give it a chance? When the chief comes back, he might have something interesting to talk to you about. I'll put in a good word for you.
Just when will this chief be back?
Ooh, maybe 3 hours, maybe 3 days.
That long?
Maybe 3 weeks.
Accessory to crime, aiding a criminal to escape, supplying a criminal with lethal weapons, collusion, conspiracy, fraud, impersonation of an officer of the law, etc., etc.
I'm not guilty.
Not guilty, he says.
I did not do the et cetera, et cetera.
I ought to have my head examined for believing the cock and bull story he and his friend handed me. I gave you credit for having better sense. That's right. Rub it in. I deserve it.
But my amigo is really Brad Canfield.
And Canfield is a killer.
How do you know?
You told me so.
But I am such a liar. If I am all the things you say I do, how could you believe me? Captain, how long am I going to have to stay in this jail?
What makes you think you'll ever get out?
You'll have to stay here until I check further on Canfield. But he is my amigo. I'm afraid something has happened to him or he would have come back here to get me out.
If he ever comes back here, I'll eat my hat.
You can eat mine, too.
Mark my words. Now that Patton is free, there are going to be more raids.
That I can believe. I wish I knew where they'll strike next. What are we going to do about it?
Well, we can begin by hanging that Mexican twice.
I want to give Canfield the benefit of the doubt. He may show up.
You want to bet?
Well, if he does, give him a break. I'll investigate further. The thing to do now is to find out if this Canfield really owns the Rimrock stage line. I'll wire you what I find out, and you telegraph me whatever develops here.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Twice, he says.
Hurry, hurry.
Oh, boy.
Hello there, Bob. Hello, Willard. Where's Dennis?
Down below. He didn't come up with us. Hooker told us about your getaway. Yeah. Chief wants to see you down there right away.
Right. See.
Hey, Patton.
Yeah.
I'm having some trouble with this arm.
Is that my fault?
Whose fault is it?
Why'd you take care of it?
I've dressed it every day. Still keeps bleeding. It's hot and swollen.
Now, what do you want me to do?
Act a little human. After all, it's saving your neck that got me this. Get me down to a doctor or something.
Later on. Later on.
Right now. A thing like this can cause plenty of trouble.
Maybe I will take you down below. I think the chief ought to meet you.
It's about time.
Tell him that, huh?
I will.
Come on, we'll saddle up.
Are you making plans to ride again?
Yeah,
Soon?
very soon.
So you've lied to me again.
I suppose while I'm gone, you'll try to run away again.
I'll run away every chance I get. Away from you and this kind of life. And someday you won't be able to bring me back.
Why don't you let her run away and then we...
You, may clear away the things. Hey, Patton's coming. Who's that with him?
That fellow I told you about, Canfield. Canfield is the chief.
Why'd you bring him here, Patton? You know my orders.
Because of his arm.
So your name's Canfield, huh?
That's right.
Why are you staring at me?
Staring.
What would you call it?
I always take a good look at any man I meet for the first time.
Why?
Habit, I guess. I found it pays to be suspicious in my business.
Your business? Sit down, Canfield. I'd like to have a talk with you. You and Patton seem to have had an exciting experience.
Who told you?
Hooker and others. What was your motive in helping Patton?
My motive?
You must have had a reason.
The only reason I had to get Patton out of jail was because he begged.
Is that true?
Sure I'd beg. With a rope around your neck, wouldn't you beg?
It's the idea of all this questioning.
I have to be careful in my business, too. So, you'd like to join us, huh? How fast are you with your guns?
Don't move. You heard me.
Put them down.
It's all right, Juanita. Put your guns away. You're fast enough.
Too fast.
You fellas asked for it. Sorry, this arm sort of slows me up a little.
Lucy, come in here and fix Canfield's arm. You're all right. I like you. Can use you. I'd like to have you join us.
I've never been tied in with a gang before.
Well, I'll give you a little time to think it over. Come, you two. I got something important to talk to you about.
You meant to use those guns.
That's right.
Then you found the man who killed your friend.
Yes. What's he to you?
My brother.
That explains a lot of things, then. Why you wouldn't talk.
I couldn't betray him. You had to find out for yourself.
But, Lucy, what'll happen to you when they finally catch up with him?
When that day comes, I'll be free.
Well, Canfield, have you made up your mind?
I've decided to join you.
Perhaps Lucy had something to do with your decision? You'll ride with us on our next raid.
When will that be?
I'll tell you later in the day when I come up on the rim.
Till this afternoon, then. Wait a minute, Patton.
What's up?
I'm going to town.
Out of town? What's the matter with you? That sheriff's posse's loaded for bear.
I got a pal in there, and I got to see him.
Oh, I get it. Your pal knows where you hid that train robbery money, and you don't trust him.
How'd you guess?
Because for that much money, I'd take a chance myself. Be careful.
I'll see you later on the rim.
Rafferty, what size collar do you wear?
I don't want to remember. What difference about the collar when I wear wings?
Stick your neck out here a minute.
Oh, no, I stick my neck out once too many and I get in here. That is bad enough.
Well, I guess I'll just have to make this a medium then. It'll slip down to size when the trap is sprung.
Hello, Sheriff.
Mi amigo!
Hello, Tito. How are you?
Where you been?
Sorry I had to leave you.
Where's
here
my
so long.
prisoner? Answer me.
I told you, Sheriff.
Now, look
I told
here.
you it was not that.
I
told
want my
myself
killer
he wouldn't
Patton back
believe.
in this jail. I'm holding you responsible.
Sheriff, remember what the captain say? He say if Brad come back to give him an even break.
Is Captain McLean in town?
No, but he wired me to say you really do own the stage line.
All right, then. Let Cheeto out.
I ought to slap you in there instead. Fine trick you played on me.
It's going to pay off, Sheriff. You'll get Patton back and the real leader of the game. His name's Dennison.
Dennison?
That's right. Now, have you got a map of the Tonto Rim country?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Now, look. Right here's to the end of that mountain sticks up. And right in here is where the canyon starts. You have to come in this way. It's a hole in the wall, just large enough to let one horse and rider through at a time. You follow it clear on up to the end, and that's where you'll find Dennison and his gang, right under the Tonto Rim.
What's the best time to attack?
Late this afternoon. You'll get them all then because Dennison will be there. I'll be on the inside. Now, when you hear shooting in this canyon, that's your signal to come on in.
I'll wire Captain McLean to bring his rangers.
And we haven't got time for that.
Well, we'll have to pick up a posse. You two are deputized. Here's your badges.
Good. All right, Sheriff.
You want to have all the fun alone. Last time you leave me before behind.
You mean I left you behind before, don't you?
Well, you know what I mean.
Cheeto, I need somebody I can depend upon. Somebody who can get the posse at the right place at the right time. Come on. What's the matter?
My brother knows everything. Who you are, why you came here.
How did he find out?
Juanita, she trailed you into town. Go quickly. As soon as I miss, they'll be after me.
I'm going to take you with me then.
We never get there.
Look, you took a chance to warn me. I'm not going to leave you here. Come on.
All right, hold it. Turn around, get going. Go on!
What's my sister been telling you about me? Now will you talk? Finish tying him. Pack what you'll need.
What are you going to do with him?
You leave him to me. Now get your things together. Juanita, help her. I'm going for the men. We're going to make one last raid before we leave this country. While the sheriff and posse are up on the rim looking for us, we'll be busy in the town of Tonto.
You'll never get away with it, Dennison. Someday you'll be caught.
Yeah, well, if I am, you won't be around to enjoy it. After we're gone, take care of him. I'll get my horse.